States and Minorities Appendices by Babasaheb Ambedkar. Appendix 2 Text of the Pune Pact 1. There shall be seats reserved for the depressed classes out of the general electorate seats in the provincial legislatures as follows: Madras 30, Bombay with Sindh 15, Punjab 8, Bihar and Orissa 18, Central Provinces 20, Assam 7, Bengal 30, United Provinces 20. Total 148. These figures are based on total strength of the provincial councils announced in the Prime Minister's decision. 2. Election to these seats shall be by joint electorates, subject, however, to the following procedure. All the members of the depressed classes registered in the general electorate roll in a constituency will form an electoral college which will elect a panel of 4 candidates belonging to the depressed classes for each of such reserved seats by the method of the single vote. The 4 getting the highest number of votes in such primary election shall be candidates for election by the general electorate. 3. Representation of the depressed classes in the central legislature shall likewise be on the principle of joint electorates and reserved seats by the method of primary election in the manner provided for in clause 2 above for their representation in the provincial legislatures. 4. In the central legislature, 18% of seats allotted to the general electorate for British India in the said legislature shall be reserved for the depressed classes. 5. The system of primary election to a panel of candidates for election to the central and provincial legislature, as herein before mentioned, shall come to an end after the first 10 years unless terminated sooner by mutual agreement under the provision of clause 6 below. 6. The system of representation of the depressed classes by reserved seats in the provincial and central legislatures as provided for in clauses 1 and 4 shall continue until determined by mutual agreement between the communities concerned in the settlement. 7. Franchise for the central and provincial legislatures for the depressed classes shall be as indicated in the Lothian Committee report. 8. There shall be no disabilities attaching to anyone on the ground of his being a member of the depressed class in regard to any election to local bodies or appointment to the public services. Every endeavour shall be made to secure fair representation of the depressed classes in these respects, subject to such educational qualifications as may be laid down for appointment to the public service. 9. In every province out of the educational grant, an adequate sum shall be earmarked for providing educational facilities to the members of the depressed classes. The end.